Alright, hello. Lizardman today apparently. Took me 2 spins again, but don't know if people just aren't playing so much at the moment for whatever reason. I think this is our game 5. Okay, very even team values. Let's see what they've got. Guessing a bit of block and okay. So the skills have gone on the skinks, which isn't necessarily the perfectly ideal situation, but I mean the agility is there. This guy needs dealing with. And I'm not going to spend money because, you know, I mean, we could buy a babe, but it would seem a little bit cheeky when you've only got 10k. So this is one of the few matches where we kind of get out-strengthed. So we're going to have to hope our block makes up for our block and armor. Hopefully will hold the day, but it's going to be, you know, if they latch onto us with all of their Saurus, it's tricky for us to be able to get the blocks we need. So we'll kind of see how it goes. I think we're actually going to defend first. Let's see how they're going to play. Oh, we didn't look at their record, did we? Oh well. So we will do... There's no point in trying to outstrength him on the front. He can knock over our line, so we'll put our least important guys up there. Yeah, we're going to get to a point soon where we can't defend everybody, but we are Orcs, so it's not quite as bad as it is with Elves. Or indeed Kislev, as we were just playing. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Does he have an extra player? He doesn't either, okay. Hence why the team values are so similar, because we're both playing pretty tight teams and we've both got a similar amount of level ups, so it all makes sense. They only have 2 rerolls, which is interesting. So that could come in to be a problem. They're probably going to try and blitz with this guy every single turn, because you need the reliability of that block going off, because every other block he makes is a little bit risky. And of course no sure hand on any skinks means, well, this guy with agility 4 should have no major issues. I mean, you could also argue that you put this guy here and try and block down the line, but yeah. Whatever you do, you just want him to be making your first block. There's no reason why you shouldn't blitz as your first block if you have block on your blitzer, if that makes sense. I know often people start with the front line, but there's no real need to. Okay, lose a turn. Don't think that makes a huge difference yet. It kind of depends on how the drive goes. That could become important, but it's not as much of a pain as it could be. It has the potential to be more problematic for us, because he can obviously score as quickly as he wants with his high movement skinks. But if he scores with, like, you know, with what would normally be like 3 turns less, but actually it's the 3 turns left, but it's only like 2 turns left. Oof. Well, that I think he'll look at that as a good start. Strength advantage increased. Regretting not buying that babe now, eh? So theoretically, if we had gone on attack first, we'd have KO'd whatever we hit first. But you just don't know these things. Obviously no 3 dice here. If it was one of our orcs, it would be, because it's a black orc, it's just going to be 2 dice. Because you're 5, 6, 7 versus 4. Why was that a 3? Oh, he's not going with the agility guy. Is he going to try and get a throw in here or something? No? Okay, maybe just leaving the agility guy as a backup. So no real reroll enforcing issues on the first turn. Let's see what we can do on the second turn. But yeah, obviously our strength ratio is dropped even more all of a sudden. Let's put a little pressure around. I don't really want to send the tackle around because then he could get trapped behind if they come through. So we'll just send somebody around. We still got block there. I think we're going to try and hit on this side. So we'll pop him in here. Or you know what, let's pop him all the way around here. Could technically mark this guy up. Okay, let's do that. This is a bit interesting. Let's do this. I'm not sure if this is the most sensible plan in the world, but... Okay, just a stun, but it does even us up for next turn. I may regret this, you know. The reason I say that... Well, this guy will be 3 as well. And this guy could be 3. Okay, no, it's alright. If they push real hard, I mean, the fact the agility guy's back here means they'd have to hand it off to one of these guys. But I'm just realizing how much of our... Because we're tying up their team, obviously, that ties up our team as well. But we have this guy free over here, which is nice because he has block, so he can kind of sweep. Obviously, he's a bit slow for it. And then we have our 2 hard hitters. And if they bring the skinks around this way, we got this guy. If they bring him around this way, maybe we'll have this guy. Maybe we'll have this guy, we'll see. Looks like he's just going to set up a base of operations in the middle to start with. Which seems reasonable enough. But it should give us access to a skink block if we want it, probably. Now we've also got to hope here that those rerolls start having issues, or that he needs to start using them, I guess I should say. Okay, he blocked backwards. That's good. I don't think he's going to stay on that because he needs to put his cage back together. So now he makes the important block there. Arguably maybe should have done that one first, but... Okay, so far the blocks are going well, but that has times change. It's got 3 more to make. No, only 2 of these will be 2 dice. Last one will be 3 dice. Oh, no, never mind. I mean, he could have done it so it was, but for some reason he did it the other way around. Okay, he's not making the block, that's why. Stand these guys up. Let's try and get somebody on the ball. Oh, knocked him over as well, that's a bonus. Just knocked him over there. Three, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's our guard for the moment. And we follow on that just to keep things tight. There we go, that's about all we can do. Yeah, I mean, our throwers obviously are weak link armor wise, but it's 1 arm value 8 versus 4 arm value 7s, so, you know, it's not like he shouldn't be in the thick of it at all, and he doesn't have the speed to kind of sweep. So what's the plan going to be up here? Maybe just blitz with this guy, I guess. Could technically get a 3 dice if he wants to be... Oh, okay. Looks like he's going to dodge through and maybe try and set up down here. Yeah, that certainly was one of those where if he has a bad block that needs a couple of rerolls, he could be in trouble. So I'm assuming we're going to see like a dodge down maybe to here and then a little sideline cage or some such thing. I'm not really sure yet. He's not going to block with a ball carrier, is he? That would be a bold move. It looks like he is. I'm not sure why he's not putting him here. He's going to have to do all his moves quite late on here. Okay, it worked out for him. Obviously a ball drop there would be kind of disastrous. Okie doke. So I think we are just going to stand this guy up. Same here. Same here. I think we might have to do this. Okay, that's solid. I think you stay. Freeze you up. Sort of. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do with you, but it's a 1 dice, so let's try the 2 dice first. Oh, that's good. That is good. Okay, so Apode from... Okay, 4 into... yeah. So we're going to try this, because if it doesn't work, so be it. We still got him tied down with the thrower. If it does work, we can knock him over, mark him up, and then the thrower is free to kind of come help out. But now we're both a man down for the moment. We don't have anybody on the ball, so he can definitely move. But obviously, he's got to kind of move stuff around to free guys. Okay, he's making the blitz in the back. I assume that means he's coming around here. Now that's probably going to mean dodges for these guys, because he's going to want to move the ball, and then he's going to want to move these guys. Could move this guy first, because obviously it's a much less risky dodge. Okay, now he's down to blocks he doesn't want to make as much, but they're going well. Okay, there's the first one. Gets rerolled, just pushes, which is nice. What's next? Okay, now the dodging, because that has built-in rerolls. Ooh, was hoping for an injury there, but... What's this guy doing? Did this guy... Oh, he got stunned this turn, okay. Okay, so ideally we'd like to free up the path for these guys. Let's move this guy first, just in case this is an absolute disaster. always possible. Two dice with the thrower. Gotta move this guy first in case it's a push. Nice. And we'll follow that just to get out of the way of these guys up here. And I think that's nice because it kind of ties this guy up a little bit. Kind of makes the skinks working a little bit more on their own. Boy, the half really has gone, so I think it's kind of working out okay for him here. We could very much end this up 1-0 down and a player down if the KO doesn't come back. I assume one of these guys is going to do a blitz and then try and tie these guys up. Reroll gone is nice. Maybe we'll think he should have stood these guys up first. Okay, so sideline caging. I'm missing my Kislevites all of a sudden. So I think he wants to get the... he's trying to get that agility guy in there, I think, to have a guy to drop off to. So if he needs to, he can just run the agility guy through the whole team. That might be it. So what I'd like to do is trap this guy in here. How many guys can I free up? And then you stay. That's pity. Freed up this guy there, who can kind of come into here and be a pain. Can't do better than a 1 dice here though. Not without a dodgy dodge. Well, we've got 3 rerolls on 3 turns, so I suppose why not try this? That works. KO works even better. Oh boy. Okay, I think that's about as good as we can do there. What's the plan? So yeah, by having this guy like right up against him, it makes the pullback and pass a little, or handoff a little bit more scary. So it looks like he's gonna maybe one die blitz this guy? Or no, if he goes here, this guy can hit him for 2 dice. Because of the assist being cancelled there. And then what is the plan, I guess? Okay, so he goes down. Pushes him off to the side. Stuns him. Dodges back. Are you gonna try and get out of here? Like do a... Oh, you might be gonna score, huh? It's through tackle. I think he's gonna try and... Okay, so he's going that way to avoid the tackle, but then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you got a GFI. Okay, never mind. He skanked it. No reroll, so this is a bit scary, but should work. And this is why there's only so much you can do to mitigate skanks, because I think we had that set up about as well as we could under the circumstances. Oh no, if we'd had a baby, he would have woken up. So we've got 2 turns to score here. He's got a player out, we've got a player out. I think we set up to try, but with the skinks, honestly it's going to be very tricky. We do have a thrower, but these guys have got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then they'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can get a couple of blitzes in range maybe, just to keep things exciting. But he should be able to nullify most of what we'd want to do. Especially with the sidesteppers, it's going to make things awkward. So we can hit that guy over. I mean, in theory. Okay, I'm just trying to work out how I can tie everybody up. Actually, I'd kind of like to tie the Crocs up, so that makes more sense, I think. Okay, that's not ideal, but it's not a disaster either, because we didn't commit to a side. Okay, Crocs is tied up. Still got 2 rerolls too, which is nice. Perfect defense was a pretty bad one to get, I suppose. Just gotta hope that he slips up somewhere along the way here. Because you're trying to anticipate everything and you can only sort of stop so much. Okay, so that's what he went for. I guess we try and hit here. That's fine. That lets us move this guy to here. Attempt to blitz this guy. That's perfect. Probably, okay, let's see if we pick up the ball. Okay, we do. So I think next thing we try and do is dodge this guy through to the middle. Got 2 rerolls, no real big reason not to. Attempt the 1 die. Okay. Yes. That was tricky because I really wanted to, even a push might have been okay because I could have got this guy around, but it kind of achieved leaving him where we wanted him. So the good news is we do have 4 orcs in scoring range, which gives us a lot of at least potential. Albeit, you know, they're going to kind of get blocked up a little bit here. So imagine he'll use a Saurus on each of 2 of them and then 2 skinks on each of the others. Oh, or if the blitz works, then obviously he doesn't have to worry about that. So yeah, we're looking at some reasonably difficult dice rolls. Okay, he's pushed that guy into range, but he's going to stick on him. Okay, I don't entirely understand that. Okay, so ultimately what this comes down to is we just gotta run through and throw it to somebody. Simple as that, really. Problem is, there's not really a good way through, so I think this guy is looking like the best option right now. Because that's a 4+4+. Yeah, I think we just attempt that. Well, how disappointing. You know what? I should have put this block in. Okay, this game has not, all of a sudden, the game has turned very much out of our favour. With that unfortunate kickoff event and unfortunate passing event, and then the KO coming back for them but not for us, we're in a bit of trouble. So we're going to have to play this conservatively, I think. Take our time, not try and rush the 2 touchdowns. Take our time, see how it develops. If we're not really getting anywhere, then we'll just try and slow grind it for a draw. If it feels like we murder all the skinks, well then maybe we fast push it. But we'll kind of see how aggressive he gets with the skinks. Might need to leave our tackler back just to help handle them and go after them with the mighty blow when we get a chance. As of right now, that's the plan. It's usually a bit harder to keep them, you know, kind of keep them hidden away when you're on defense, because you kind of need them for assists and such. Oops. Well, that works. Okay, quick snap is nice. We'll drop him back because then he is protecting the ball before he even does anything. Okay, that'll do. Oh, he might just catch it, which honestly works okay for me. Got to try it just in case. We got the mighty blow, it could happen. There we go. Alrighty, mighty blow doing some work. Okay, now we feel a bit better. And I guess that being the case, we follow up onto this skink. Keep the pressure on. Alright, pushes are fine for the moment. Because they do allow us to protect the ball a little bit better. I think we'll actually just do the stretch protect. And we will stay with you. And we will stay with you. Oh boy, okay. Now we have to think about this. I mean, I certainly feel better about getting the draw, but can we afford to try and push this in? Well, I mean, there may be some counterplay from them, so... Let's not count our chickens here. But obviously now the skinks are going to have to do even more than they were planning to. Alright, so this is where we start to try and lock them up a little bit more. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think we're going to try and break through here. Just have to commit so many resources to it is all. And all for a push. I should have dodged that way. That's all good. We can kind of continue our commitment over here. So he could try and come and get this ball free, but it's going to be tricky. And we're kind of pushing more of our strength in there now. But yeah, he's going to have to start trying to block us with skinks soon, which is going to be a problem for him, hopefully. Because if we could take out 2 or 3 skinks on our way in, then I'll try and score as soon as we can. If we can only get If we can't hit any of the skinks, I may slow it in, because 4 skinks with 2 turns is too many. It's not like our blitzers. Plus, as of right now, we're only 1 guy up, right? So it's not like we've got a huge man advantage. Probably going to see him hit onto the ball here. Okay, he's freeing up this guy. Probably going to bring him in here, I imagine, just to be awkward. Alright. Gives us plenty to think about. Okay, so we can get it a skink, and I think that makes the most sense for the moment. Could push us onto the other skinks as well. Probably go next to his guy. Nope, okay. Alright, no dice there, that's alright. So we can't make a move yet, we'll just push this way. If the skinks don't go fast, we really do just have to probably hold on here. Or if we have like a disastrous block. But we'll see how it goes. Alright. I mean, at least we got it on a fast orc who could potentially score in 2 turns. But he's gonna knock our tackle blitzer down. For sure here. Okay, so he wants to maybe wrap around the okay, he's just wrapping around back that way. Yeah, the more he doesn't use up these rerolls and doesn't get injured, the more I'm feeling the draw here. Gonna Apo that just because he's an important part of the team, plus we need that number advantage. I mean, will we regret it? Maybe. We don't have anybody super advanced yet, so there is that. Oh, nice. Yeah, throw down. I kind of want to pick up one of these guys and dodge the other one out, but I don't think it's worth it. Not really what we wanted, but not terrible. May as well follow it now. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy through on the skink. Be nice to knock him over here. Nope, that's why we need our tackler. Yeah. Kind of having to slow things down a little bit here, unfortunately, but there's no point in doing a panicked run through because skinks will hurt you for that. Just keep trying to sort of re-establish ground, and I guess we might be playing for a draw here. We could have probably punched a way through, but these two guys being out, if our Black Orc doesn't come back, they have a very good chance of scoring against us, and I don't really want to lose 2-1 if we don't have to. That's really nice though, because I think he's was maybe planning on coming back around. He might go back around this way now, yeah. So it looks like he's going to come here, bring this guy around, and then hit our Mighty Blow guy down. He's doing a good job of keeping us off the skinks. No rerolls used by either team yet, which is kind of impressive because there haven't been any, like a ton of like terrible blocks. Oh, that's super annoying. This is where we were going to go. I guess we still can, it's just one less guy to be able to maneuver. Well, let's see. It'll kind of depend if we knock this guy over. Okay, we do. Let's see if we push him there. He's in our way. I guess we just drop him where he's at. Okay, so this is definitely making a bit of a move here. We gotta not get too complacent with moving, otherwise we will run out of time. don't like that. I'm willing to re-roll it, because that's a big useful block that I suddenly won't be able to make. Just freeing this guy up, essentially. Okay, so we've kind of made a move around the corner. The blitz action is so important to the lizards. I mean, you can see he's used it well to allow himself the ability to reposition his otherwise often pinned in team. We are just not touching the skinks right now, which is really bad for our chances, unfortunately. See, he's using the blitz to reposition again, even though he doesn't really need to use the blitz there. But if he doesn't, that guy gets stuck on that side of the field, so he uses it on the guy that's furthest away from the action. I think, depending on how he sets up here though, we should be able to kind of like close in on this side a little bit, kind of sandwich him into the middle a bit. Okay. See what we can get going here. Nothing, but it does allow us to move it into here. And then we stay for the assist. And then we hit it with our tackler. We knock him over. Excellent. We stay for the assist. I was really hoping for some bit more brutality than that. Oh, we've already blitzed now. So I guess we're going to try that. Not what we wanted. Boy, we are not moving at all here. May as well come back and do this, to be honest. So what's bad here is we really need to be moving, and we are not. Yeah, we had one good turn of taking two guys out, and since then it's been very quiet. And perhaps I've been too cautious, feeling like we had more time than we do. The problem is, even if we score, he actually has a pretty legit one-turner here. But yeah, we've needed him to roll a few less knockdowns and such. Or maybe even some, you know, some blocks that he'd need to reroll. Did fail a dodge in the first half, which was nice. I think we're going to have to try and come out over here. That's a dodge, okay. You're in scoring range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, you are. Okay. That's going to cause a bit of trouble. That's also going to cause a bit of trouble. Okay, yeah, this is gone real bad. Yeah. Well, okay. It doesn't look like we're winning this one. Kind of wanted to do that so we could get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and get all the way over here. Then we're going to have to knock this guy down so he couldn't move this guy. So this guy kept this guy tied up. As it is, he now has an easy block to take this guy down. Yeah, we've definitely... I will say in the second half we've had the worst of the 2 dice blocks, obviously, because we've had to reroll them twice. Despite having block on a lot of guys. Although we have been blocking with Black Orcs as well. But he has not had to use a reroll. And I don't think he's just let any of them go. I think he's legit just not had to. But that's the way it goes. A bonehead here would be nice, obviously. I think we've had one of those so far. So yeah, I mean, you could certainly argue that I've been too cautious, and I would take that as reasonable. On the other hand, I would also say... Interesting. Where's he blitzing? He's not blitzing, okay. Nice. This is usually where you take all their players out. A push here would suffice. Let's see. One, two. I need to be able to push him into that square. So I think this is okay. No, that's bad. And I have to follow. Come on, Orcs, make up for that first half. Yeah, he gave us a chance there, and we just used too many rerolls on our 2 dices. Our Black Orcs already kicked us this game. And his Saurus didn't as much as they could have done. They could have come across her a lot more, I think it's fair to say, because they only had 1 block. So they're in a very similar situation to us when it came to blocking, but with 1 reroll less. So yeah, I'm going to say a little bit unlucky on our part, and, you know, well-placed defense. It's not always going to work for them. They're going to have games where their 2 dice blocks fail early, and the rest of the half they can't do anything, but we weren't the ones that faced that, unfortunately. I guess you could still argue that we play too cautious, but I'm still trying to work out if that's true. I feel like we played as cautiously as we needed to because they had too many mobile elements to be able to come at us. And they had to do, what, 2 dodges and a GFI to get in the first half, so we did about as much as we could do there. Gave ourselves maximum chance for the... Yeah, you know what? I think I'm okay feeling a touch hard done by in this one, but we've had a run of good games, so unlike when we had games like this with Kislev, I can just say, well, it's going to happen. It's not like this was a player that was playing badly. His positional play was solid. Kept the skinks away from us and was able to. I suppose you could argue that we should have gone after the skinks harder, but it's not always as easy as it sounds when you're a player down like we were in the first half. Because normally I like to attach a couple players onto them every turn just to keep that pressure on. Some kind of server error, so oh, it's just going to go back and do this again, I guess. It's suggesting we're in turn 17 or something, but obviously we can't do anything. Well, it's suggesting it's their turn 16, but we are active. Okay, there we go. I was just having a bit of an issue. So, okay, we got a blitz to level up, that's something. Although it's the Black Orcs, as that game was a perfect showing of why you need those Black Orcs to level up. I guess you could argue that they got more armor breaks than they should, but I think you could argue that we did as well, because I think we only got 2 or 3 hits on the skinks. Very similar blocking. We got those 2 injuries, which felt like it was going to be great, but they came second half rather than the first half, and yeah. Not much more to say, really. Solid game for him. Disappointing game for us, but you're going to have disappointing games. No levels. No money. Hang on, did we... What were we on? I thought we were on 80 before. I don't remember now. Oh, did it kill it? Well, I'll have to come back and see. It might have killed a game. And if it has, this will be our first of, what, 3? I think we've had 3... No, did we have 3 or did we have 4 games deleted? We've had 4 games deleted. I think we had a win and a draw with our Undead, a win with our Kislev, and now a loss with our Orcs. I feel like we're due a loss to be deleted into the servers. If that's the case, it may just be taking its time. But hopefully, if that game didn't count, hopefully that was at least an interesting lesson in good lizard positioning and how you can play them early on when they don't have block. Although I will still somewhat argue that there was a touch of fortune with the not needing the rerolls. But there was also a touch of that on our side as well. So overall, thanks for watching. I guess we'll try again next time and hope that our games don't get deleted. It's kind of bad either way. I mean, it's nice for our record in theory, but the progression of the team, obviously, it hampers a bit. So see you next time, and bye for now.